guys captains again. All right, coaches, you have your score sheets. Guys, come on, let's get down right now. I'm afraid of women. Come on, I've been married 32 years, so I can matter. Okay, coaches, we ready to go? Okay, good luck. The winner goes on. Let's do it. Captains? Okay. Toss up number 1. What disease caused by bacteria is most often caused by deep puncture wounds?
Betsy Layne Jeremy.
Is correct. Bonus number 2. It was he who sent Jason after the golden fleece, but then failed to honor his bargain. What is the name of Jason's uncle, the usurper of his brother's throne?
King Arthur.
Incorrect. Captain? Incorrect. Helios. Toss up number 3. What Orson Welles film classic
Betsy Layne Billy.
is correct? Bonus number 4. It was an expose of political corruption and court delay. Name the Dickens work where the author displays a gloomy lack of faith in the ability of governmental institutions, held together with red tape and archaic principles.
Bleak House.
Is correct. Toss up number 5. The highest point in this mountain range is Aconcagua.
Pikeville High
Is correct. Bonus number 6. What phrase explains the apparent change in pitch of a siren as it approaches an observer? Is correct. Toss up number 7. If f of x equals 2 to the x power, find f of negative 5.
Betsy Layne Josh.
Is correct. Bonus number 8. In this poet's work, we find traces of the romantic love of nature, a modern sense of irony, and some of Thoreau's love of isolation. Name this poet, author of A Boy's Will and North to Boston.
Robert Frost.
Is correct. Toss up number 9. This religious leader incorporated Greek ideas into Christianity. Identify this greatest thinker of the scholastic school.
Betsy Layne Billy.
Is correct. Bonus number 10. Find the length of the minor axis of an ellipse with equation x squared over 100 plus y squared over 64 equals 1.
16.
Is correct. Toss up number 11. What is the name of the specific type of reaction in which an acid is added to a base?
Pikeville Justice.
Correct. Is correct. Bonus number 12. The first African American to attend the University of Mississippi. What civil rights leader was shot to death during a march to Jackson in 1966? Incorrect. Captain?
King.
Incorrect. James Meredith. Toss up number 13. Other characters have names such as Voltore or the vulture and Corbaccio or the carrion crow. Name the social satire by Ben Jonson about the...
Pikeville Common.
Incorrect. I repeat. Other characters have names such as Voltore or the vulture and Corbaccio or the carrion crow. Name the social satire by Ben Jonson about the avaricious title character's new method of adding to his hoard of gold.
Betsy Layne Billy.
Incorrect. Volpone or the fox. Toss up 14. What trigonometric law, often used to find the third side of a triangle, is an...
Pikeville Justice.
Incorrect. I repeat. What trigonometric law, often used to find the third side of a triangle, is an extension of the Pythagorean theorem?
Betsy Layne Josh.
Is correct. Bonus 15. Hilary Swank won a Best Actress Oscar for her role in this fact-based 1999 film. What film deals with gender identity crisis?
Cruel Intentions.
Incorrect. Captain? Is correct. Toss up 16. What inner planet has no considerable atmosphere?
Pikeville John.
Is correct. Bonus number 17. The ensuing armistice ended French rule in Indochina within 2 months. What decisive military engagement in the French Indochina War saw Vietnamese Commander General Giap establish an effective siege? Is correct. Toss-up 18. Express as a single trigonometric function, 10 sine 5x cosine
Pikeville, Justin.
is correct. Bonus 19. His mother, Hera, threw this Greek god off a cliff as a baby because he was too ugly, so ugly. Identify this lame god who was a master craftsman and blacksmith. Is correct. Toss up 20. What novel by Theodore Dreiser?
Pikeville, Pradeep.
Incorrect, I repeat. What novel by Theodore Dreiser, although first published in 1900, was not made public until 1912 because of its supposed immorality?
Betsy Layne Billy.
Is correct. Bonus number 21. What early astronomer is often called the great naked eye astronomer, considering that he produced a giant observatory without ever using a telescope?
Tycho Brahe.
Is correct. Toss up 22. This progressive piece of legislation authorized the U.S. government to collect money from the sale of public lands in the western states and to use those funds to develop irrigation projects. What act illustrated Theodore Roosevelt's commitment to preserving the natural...
Betsy Layne
The
Grant.
Morrill Act.
Incorrect, I repeat. This progressive piece of legislation authorized the U.S. government to collect money from the sale of public lands in the western states and to use those funds to develop irrigation projects. What act illustrated Theodore Roosevelt's commitment to preserving the natural beauty of the West?
Pikeville, Pradeep.
Incorrect. The New Lands Act of 1902. Toss up 23. Katrina Van Tassel
Betsy Layne Billy.
Legends of Sleepy Hollow.
is correct. Bonus number 24. The peak of polyphonic writing. This music period saw the beginnings of both opera and orators. Identify this period extending from 1600 to 1750.
Baroque.
Is correct. Toss up 25. If y varies inversely as x and y is 12 when x is 5, what is y when x is 4?
Betsy Layne Josh.
Is correct. Bonus 26. What chemical law states that the delta H values for several reactions can be added together?
Grand Law.
Incorrect. Captain? Incorrect. Hess's Law. Toss up 27. Symbolized by Blue Eagle, this organization of the New Deal had the slogan, "We do our part." What was this most complex and far-reaching effort of...
Betsy Layne Billy.
CCC.
Incorrect, I repeat. Symbolized by the Blue Eagle, this organization of the New Deal had the slogan, "We do our part." What was this most complex and far-reaching effort of recovery for the New Dealers?
Pikeville, Pradeep.
Incorrect. The National Recovery Act. Toss up 28. This school of mid-19th century American landscape painting
Betsy Layne Billy.
Hudson River School.
is correct. Bonus 29. What is the y-intercept of the graph y equals 5 plus 3 to the x power?
6.
Is correct. Toss up 30. He and his brother were successful at prospecting, who by the age of 35 controlled the largest diamond mining and trade...
Betsy Layne Billy.
Cecil Road.
Is correct. Bonus 31. What digestive organ in a bird breaks food into very small pieces?
Gizzard.
Is correct. Toss up 32. Time out, Michael. Toss up number 32. Born in Connecticut, one of her best works was The Minister's Wooing.
Betsy Layne Billy.
Harry Beecher Stowe.
Is correct. Bonus number 33. An early advocate of equality for women, he was also a leader in classical economics. What Scottish philosopher agreed with the utilitarian philosophy of the greatest good for the greatest number?
Adam Smith.
Incorrect. Captain? Incorrect. John Stuart Mill. Toss-up number 34. From the French word for to leer at comes the word for eyeglasses or opera glasses that have a short handle. What is that device called?
Betsy Layne, Josh.
Incorrect.
Pikeville for D.
Hesitation. Lorgnette. Lorgnette. Toss-up 35. What mathematical term describes any line that intersects a circle at
Betsy Layne, Josh.
is correct. Bonus 36. Soda ash is another name for what compound containing 3 atoms of oxygen, 1 atom of carbon, and 2 atoms of sodium?
Sodium bicarbonate.
Incorrect. Captain? Hesitation. Sodium carbonate. Sodium carbonate. Toss-up 37. This question requires name and ordinal designation. He initiated a number of important legal reforms in England in the 12th century. What king of England, married to Eleanor of Aquitaine, is best remembered for his role in the murder of the Archbishop of Canterbury?
Betsy Layne,
King
Brady.
Henry II.
Incorrect.
Pikeville for D.
Is correct. Bonus number 38. In this novel, a poor 19-year-old Eurasian woman falls for a privileged Australian shipmaster. Name this Simon Lazaro book in which a woman seeks freedom and respect. Captain?
Identity Billy.
Hesitation. The Australian Fiancé.